Have you ever wondered about the minds behind the search engine you probably use every single day? Today, we're diving deep into the life of one of Silicon Valley's most visionary figures, Larry Page, the co-founder of Google. This isn't just a story about a tech giant, it's a story of curiosity, ambition, and a relentless drive to change the world. Our story begins on March 26, 1973, in East Lansing, Michigan. Larry Page was born into a world steeped in technology. His father, Carl Page, was a professor of computer science at Michigan State University, a true pioneer in the field of artificial intelligence. His mother, Gloria, taught computer programming. So, you could say computers were in his DNA. The Page household was filled with first-generation personal computers and tech magazines, which became Larry's childhood playground. While other kids were playing with traditional toys, young Larry was fascinated by how things worked, often taking them apart just to see the mechanics inside. This early exposure to technology and problem-solving planted a seed that would later grow into a global empire. He once recalled that his older brother taught him to take everything apart in the house. This hands-on, inquisitive nature was a hallmark of his youth. It wasn't just about deconstruction, it was about understanding. This curiosity led him to the University of Michigan, following in his father's footsteps, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. But Ann Arbor was just the beginning. The real turning point in his life came when he decided to pursue a Ph.D. in computer science at one of the most prestigious universities in the world, Stanford. It was at Stanford in 1995 that fate intervened. During a campus tour for prospective students, Larry met another brilliant Ph.D. student, Sergey Brin. Initially, they didn't get along. They reportedly disagreed on almost every topic they discussed. But beneath the intellectual sparring was a mutual respect for each other's intellect. It was a concept borrowed from academic citation, where a paper's influence is judged by how many other papers cite it. He called this algorithm PageRank, a clever pun on his last name and the concept of a web page. Larry and Sergey started working on this project from their dorm rooms, which soon became cluttered with inexpensive, second-hand computers. They created a search engine they initially called Backrub because of its ability to analyze the web's backlinks. They scrounged for spare parts all over campus to build a network of servers powerful enough to crawl the web. Their little project quickly outgrew the university's network, and they realized they were onto something huge. They knew this technology was far too big for a Ph.D. project. It had the potential to be a real business. So, they decided to take the leap. They put their doctoral studies on hold, and in 1998, they moved their operation into a friend's garage in Menlo Park, California, the classic Silicon Valley startup story. They renamed their company Google, play on the word Google, which is the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. The name reflected their mission, to organize the world as information and make it universally accessible and useful. The mission was audacious, but their technology was revolutionary. Their first big break came in the form of a $100,000 check from Sun Microsystems co-founder Andy Bechtolsheim. The check was made out to Google Inc., which didn't even exist yet. So they had to rush to officially incorporate the company just to cash it. With that initial funding, Google was born. Larry Page became the founding CEO, setting the vision and direction for the young company. He was known for his unconventional management style. He was fiercely product-focused, deeply involved in the engineering details, and had a famous mantra, "Don't be evil." This principle guided Google's early culture, emphasizing ethical practices and a focus on the user above all else. Under Larry's leadership, Google's search engine became the gold standard. Its clean, simple interface and remarkably accurate results were a stark contrast to the cluttered portals of the time. Users flocked to it. The company grew at an explosive rate. But growth brought new challenges. The investors, feeling the company needed a more experienced hand at the helm, pushed for a seasoned CEO. In 2001, Eric Schmidt, a veteran executive from Novell and Sun Microsystems, was brought in. Larry stepped into the role of president of products. For the next decade, Larry, Sergey, and Eric formed a powerful triumvirate. While Schmidt handled the business and management side, Larry was free to focus on what he loved most, innovation. This period saw the launch of some of Google's most iconic products. Gmail, with its massive storage and search capabilities, revolutionized email. Google Maps changed how we navigate our world. And then there was Android. In 2005, Larry championed the acquisition of a small mobile operating system startup called Android. It was a bold, prescient move. He saw that the future of computing was mobile, and he wanted Google to be at the heart of it. Today, Android is the most popular mobile operating system in the world. But Larry never lost his desire to be in the driver's seat. In 2011, he returned to the role of CEO. He felt Google had become too bureaucratic, too slow. He wanted to reignite the startup spirit. He reorganized the company, streamlined decision-making, and pushed for what he called moonshots, ambitious, long-term projects that could change the world. This philosophy led to the creation of Google X, the company's semi-secret research and development lab. This is where projects like self-driving cars, now Waymo, and Google Glass were born. Perhaps Larry's most significant move came in 2015. He announced a massive corporate restructuring. Google and its various other ventures would become subsidiaries under a new parent company called Alphabet. Larry Page became the CEO of Alphabet, with Sergey Brin as its president. This structure allowed the core Google business search ads, YouTube, Android to continue focusing on what it did best while freeing up Larry to oversee the more futuristic, speculative other bets like Calico, Life Extension Research Company, and Verily, a life sciences company. It was the ultimate expression of his vision, using the immense resources of Google to fund and explore the frontiers of science and technology. In 2019, Larry Page and Sergey Brin announced they were stepping down from their executive roles at Alphabet, handing over the reins to Sundar Pichai. They stated they would remain active as board members and shareholders, but they were ready to step back from the day-to-day management. Larry Page has since become one of the most private figures in tech, largely shying away from the public eye. His journey from a tech-obsessed kid in Michigan to the architect of a global empire is nothing short of incredible. He didn't just build a search engine, he built a company that has fundamentally reshaped how we access information, communicate, and interact with the world. Larry Page's legacy isn't just about the code he wrote or the products he launched. It's about a mindset, a relentless pursuit of big, audacious ideas, a belief in the power of technology to solve humanity's biggest problems, and the courage to bet on the future. He showed us that with enough curiosity and a bit of audacity, you really can change the world. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the people who shape our world. Let us know in the comments which inventor we should cover next. See you in the next one.